Hey, what's up guys? It's Kevin here with Phandroid.com, and today we're taking a look at the Huawei Ascend D Quad XL. The name might be a little bit funny, but the device is another example of how Huawei has taken their handset business from a reputation for making low-cost, cheap, entry-level handsets to now a device that features a quad-core processor, HD display, and more. So stick around for the full review. The Ascend D Quad XL is a Android 4.0 device. It comes with Android 4.0.4, and it features some of the best specs that we've seen on a Huawei handset to date, and there are actually some specs that match up pretty well with other Android heavy hitters like the Samsung Galaxy S3 and the HTC One X. So the display is a 4.5-inch HD IPS Plus display. It's 1280 by 720 resolution. It comes in with a pixel density of over 320 pixels per inch, which is challenging to even the Retina display of the iPhone. At the top of the handset, you'll see the phone's front-facing camera. That's a 1.3 megapixel camera. It's capable of HD video capture at 720p. You'll see the earpiece, which gets a nice little red accent there. While this is an ice cream sandwich phone, at the bottom you'll see that there are still a row of 3 capacitive buttons for back, home, and settings menu. You can still access things like multitasking by long pressing the home button, but there are no virtual software keys on the device. On the right side of the phone is a volume rocker. The left side features the micro USB charging port, and the top of the device has the power on-off standby button and a 3.5mm headset jack. Around the back of the phone is an 8 megapixel camera with a dual LED flash. It's autofocus and is capable of full HD video capture up to 1080p. At the bottom you'll see a external speaker, again with that red accent, and you'll also the Dolby Digital Plus badging, which means this device has those enhanced audio features. The phone gets its XL name because it comes with a 2600 milliamp hour battery, and it gets a little bit of extra thickness because of it as well. It comes in at 10.9 millimeters, which is a little bit thicker than most handsets that are coming out these days that are striving to get thinner and thinner, but you do get that extra battery life, and it actually doesn't feel too bad in the hand, and then good construction, quality materials, makes it have a very nice feel. While the battery is non-removable, the back plate still can be removed pretty easily to reveal the inside. There you'll see the battery there. But you can't get it out, and we have slots for SD card and a SIM card there. The Ascend D Quad XL comes with 8 gigabytes of internal storage in addition to the micro SD storage that can be expanded up to 32 megabytes, and it features Huawei's in-house developed K3 V2 quad-core processor clocked at 1.4 gigahertz, which is mighty fast and feels just as good flipping through home screens and software and opening up apps as most other quad-core processors on the market do. So let's take a quick look at the D Quad XL's software. You'll see right now it's set up pretty much stock Android 4.0. It's Android 4.0.4. You can see there is some customization with widgets and things like that, but otherwise the icons remain the same. You still have the same customizable launcher down at the bottom. The interesting thing about this phone is if you hit the settings key, you can very quickly switch into the 3D home, and this is going to pop open Huawei's more customized version of Android 4.0. So you can see, still not a ton of customization, but you get this nice 3D flipping effect. A few different icons, different animations for getting to your apps and everything. Personally, I'd rather stick with the 2D home, and I think most people would do that as well. So there's a quick look at the Huawei Ascend D Quad XL. It's available in China and other regions, but if you want to get it in the US, you're going to have to get an unlocked version imported. Having said that, it is a very good device, and it shows again the strides that Huawei has made recently. Every new device I get from them to review just seems to get better and better. More quality hardware, more quality construction. Yeah, they have some problems with the US government suggesting that consumers don't do business with Huawei, but I mean, we're not really sure on that. But it's definitely worth checking out, especially in comparison to some other big name Android devices from Samsung and HTC and the like. It holds its own for sure. But again, it's not available on a US carrier, so it might not be of interest to too many people, but if it looks like something for you, it might be worth considering importing. You're definitely going to get a quality device for it. So this is Kevin with Phandroid.com. Thanks for checking out our review of the Huawei Ascend D Quad XL.